So I've been running heaps of these seminars, and what I wanted to do was take you through some of the questions that I've been getting. We recorded the first lot a little while ago. You'll notice the yellow shirts. Well, I've got a pink shirt on today. So we've got about 25 questions to get through. And you can watch them. They'll be separate videos, so watch them each as you go along. But guys, any questions you've got from the webinars, or any questions you've got in general, if you email them through to me, just send them through to info@ypc-group.com. And what I'll do is I'll actually record a video response, so you get the answer in video as well as putting a blog together. Because one of the fundamentals of building a property portfolio is actually getting really good education. If you can do that, then you can confidently move forward. And that's really what this is all about. This is what this education series is about. It's why I'm in front of the video so often, is because I want to get that education out there. So let's get started. Okay, so our next question is all about visas, all right? So obviously I'm an expat investor. You know, I'm an Australian who lives in London and effectively has done for 10 years. But what I found for my first probably, 18 months, actually it was about 18 months, I really struggled to get a mortgage. They just wouldn't look at me. The reason was, at that stage, I was onto an ancestry visa, which meant that I had to effectively do 5 years, then I could apply for residency, then I had 1 more year, etc, etc, etc. But what it meant, for the first 2 years, I really struggled. I applied for a mortgage after about 12 months, and they wouldn't have a bar of it, okay? And only because they figured I'd only been here 12 months, who's to say I was going to stay? And you got to look from the lender's perspective. Is if you're on a visa and you're not here permanently, then what happens after you leave? They're giving you a term of, say, 25 years. You're only here for 5, or your visa's only for 5. What happens after that? Okay, that's the risk that they take, and therefore a lot of them, they just won't take it. Now, it depends individual lending criteria, but generally what you're going to find is the first 2 years of any visa, okay, you're going to struggle. After 2 years, all right, something magical happens. All right, they start to view you as a permanent resident, and actually then you'll start to open up freely. But also what you need is at least another 2 years on your visa. So for instance, if you're on say an ancestry, which it's not an ancestry anymore, I forget what it's called. If you've only got a year left to run on that, then you might start running into problems, unless it's the type of visa that will automatically be extended, okay? So if it's a work visa, you're only here for 2 years on working, then you can pretty much forget about buying in most cases, okay? Now, there's always the exclusions, there's always the exceptions. So are there gonna be visa restrictions, even if you've got deposit, even if you've got money, even if you've got equity? Yeah, there will be, okay? So you've gotta be aware of that, and the best thing to do is speak to one of the brokers or give one of the team a call, and they can take you through and look at what visa you've got and look at how that's gonna affect and see about placing the mortgage. Now, it might mean that you've got to put a bigger deposit in. It might mean you've got to put, a high, or take a higher interest rate sort of mortgage. So there's ways around most of it. But really, if you've just arrived, you've been here under 6 months, even under 2 years, and it's a visa that's not going to be extended, you're going to really struggle. Okay, so you might need to look at other ways of doing that, and that's where you speak to the mortgage broker. Okay, guys, have a great day, and remember, live with passion.